We all expect that the child should study, but unfortunately, we aren't actually teaching them how to study.
Right.
Now think about it. मैंने कभी ये नहीं कहा कि है ना आज संडे है, गटर का पानी अंदर आ गया है, संडे में थोड़ी कोई करता है ऐसा, है ना? तो एक काम करते नानी, गटर के पानी में सो जाता है क्योंकि आज संडे है। जो पहला राइस जिसको लगातार 30 दिनों तक कहा गया कि यू आर ब्यूटीफुल, अमेजिंग, दैट राइस ग्रू इन साइज, इट गेव आउट वंडरफुल अरोमा, राइट? इट वाज हेल्दी। द सेकंड राइस इट गॉट रॉटन, उसमें से बदबू आने लग गई, एंड थर्ड वेंट ब्लैक। इमेजिन यू सेइंग दिस, तू बड़ा बेकार है टू मैथमेटिक्स। इमेजिन आपके मन पर क्या असर होता होगा जब आप किसी चीज को लेकर ये भावना रखते हैं, यू हैव दिस पर्सपेक्टिव दैट दिस इज बैड, साइंस इज बैड, दिस स्टडीज इज बोरिंग, वो भी सड़ा।
Hello, everybody. We are back with the Builders podcast at 99. I'm Amir Survey from 99. And with me today, I have an excellent memory athlete, Amrit Jadhav. He is one of my personal inspirations. He is one of India's finest, in my opinion, um, memory coach and mindset builder. Apart from that, he is. Apart from that, he has represented India in several national and international memory championships. At the same time, he has coached students going to World Memory Championships and, of course, the national ones. And he's also been a referee at such events. So we're going to have an absolutely thrilling conversation with him today. So I welcome you to the podcast, sir.
Thank you, and namaste to all of you.
Yes, thank you so much. So before we start, can you just tell us about who is Amrit Jadhav, what does he do, and what's his mission and vision in life?
So you must have often seen parents telling their kids कि बेटा पढ़ाई करो, राइट? बेटा ध्यान लगाकर पढ़ाई करो, बेटा फोकस करो, ये जो आंसर सिखाए हुए हैं, make sure that you remember those answers properly.
Right.
So what is happening around the globe is we all expect that the child should study, but unfortunately, we aren't actually teaching them how to study.
Right.
Now think about it. So you want to play cricket at say national level, there is a coach who helps you how to play cricket. You want to play tennis, there is somebody who's actually guiding you how to play tennis. Studying is an essential or something which is very basic for every child, every student, which they do for several hours every single day. But is there anybody who's actually guiding them on how to study?
Right.
So that's what we at Brain Infinite, I'm the founder of Brain Infinite, and for the last 12 years, we have been teaching students how to study effectively. We teach them the methods, the techniques, and the ways of actually applying those techniques in their day-to-day academics.
Okay.
And that's what I do for a living. I make the life of a student easier. And the motto of my life, or what I do, I would say I want to ensure that when a child or a student comes to me, I ensure that the student falls in love with learning. That's what the motto is.
That's a beautiful philosophy. So starting off, like, can you tell us something like how did your journey into the world of memory sports and creative learning basically start? And what inspired you as such to, pursue this path?
I should thank my father for this. And I was around say 13 or 14 years old, young boy. And my father introduced me to a workshop. It was a personality enrichment workshop actually. And from Bhandup we used to go to Dadar for a 4 days workshop every like Sundays ko hota tha wo.
Right.
And then we used to reach there and I learned some amazing techniques about building personality. And one of them was actually on memory. Though that was very basic, very small, or at a very fundamental level, I learned how to improve your memory. And that generated my curiosity. I started exploring a lot of books. And then one fine day in the year 2011, I happened to meet my coach, my guru, Vikrant Narayan Safekar. This Marathi man has discovered, invented some amazing techniques, one of them being musical windows, which is typically used to learn any kind of numerical data, which is used to store any kind of numerical data. And Vikrant Dada, we call him, out of love, we call him Dada. So Vikrant Dada actually introduced me to the sport of memory. So for the very first time in 2012, while I was learning with him, I have learned things in a very Guru Shishya kind of parampara. I used to go to his house, sit for several hours, long hours, at times days, nights, and he used to teach me. So that's how I have learned. And one fine day, like I was at his home in Grant Road, and he said, "Ki Amrut sir, And I was like, okay, जब coach कुछ कहता है तो हम कोई सवाल नहीं करते हैं. Like, चला तो like चलो, let's go.
Right.
So he was holding my hand. He took me and he made me sit in the car. Taxi को उन्होंने बुलाया and we went to the nearest railway station. CST गए थे हम लोग. He made me stand in a line and he said that uh, तुझे तुझे कहीं जाना है. So till that time I had no clue. I was filling the form and he
Right.
made me fill the form of the train which was actually going to leave for Hyderabad. He's like, तू हैदराबाद जा रहा है कुछ दिनों में. I filled that. I asked him for what. क्या हो क्या रहा है वहाँ पर? And he said that you are going to compete at this year's Indian National Memory Championship.
Oh my.
Till that time, I had no idea what the hell is this? Okay,
Right.
where am I actually going? What is going to happen? But then he ensured that I learned those methods, techniques. He made sure that I practiced them, and I'm very glad that I could participate. I was amongst the top 10 that year when I
Splendid.
competed for the very first time. Uh, but I'm happy that I did because life changed after that. Because once I started applying those techniques in the real life world, as in not from the championship perspective, I started applying those methods in academics, in learning, in history, in science. Okay,
Right.
I started exploring that, and I realized that if we can integrate these methods and techniques, which are actually utilized by memory athletes, which are very, very advanced level methods, we can actually make learning very easy. So I'm very thankful to my guru Vikrant Narayan Safekar to actually introduce me to the sport of memory.
That's beautiful. So as you mentioned, memory as a sport. So memory as a sport or creative learning, these are techniques which are not spoken about enough. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know about memory sports until I met you. So, and for context, I come from Pune, the hub of learning. I
Yeah.
come from, I mean, I don't come from an area where we are not aware. I
True,
come from
true.
an area where generally, you have access to the internet.
True.
So, I mean, you're doing a great cause, of course. Where do you see memory sports or creative learning generally advancing in India and globally in general, and where do you wish to see it someday?
Okay, let me take you to the history of the sport actually. So, this was actually discovered by an amazing human being called as Tony Buzan. Tony was nominated for Nobel Prize
All right.
for his contribution, especially towards education and learning. And he's also one of my mentors, I should say. And he's the one who discovered the sport.
Okay.
So, the first World Cup of memory happened somewhere in the year 1979 in London.
Right.
For the very first time. So the World Cup of memory or memory as a sport is into existence for the last 30-35 years approximately. India is playing the sport for typically 15-16 years.
Okay.
I am a part of this sport for almost 12 years since its inception
Right.
years, or when it actually started in the nation. And I have seen the sport grow. So there was a time when the World Cup happened, only one country competed. That was England. 7 competitors, one
Okay.
country. But I'm very glad to share today 75 plus nations play the sport. There are thousands of memory athletes who come together every single year. There are nationals, there are internationals, there are World Cups happening every single year.
Right.
In the year 2016, when I got the opportunity to represent India at the World Cup in Singapore, 7 of us were invited. I was one of them. I was blessed enough, I should say that. So when I went there, I was like in complete, I was like mesmerized with what people were doing there. It was my first time, but people have been doing that for several years.
Right.
And I was like surprised to see all the aura inside the room, the way the memorizers and the athletes were performing. And that day I decided that I will someday bring this World Cup to the country. So it was a very weird dream, right? Something very new for the nation. And I decided कि किसी एक दिन ये वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया में करेंगे. So 2016 में ये सपना मैंने देखा था. I kept on chasing that dream because till then, or till very recently, till 2022, like several nations have hosted the World Cup, right? From USA, I believe, to Germany, there are championships happening. London, England has done that. Indonesia, China, Austria. So many countries have hosted the World Cup. India was unfortunately never given the opportunity, or we never got the opportunity, perhaps, to host such a magnanimous event in the country. So I've been chasing that dream for the last 7 years, and thanks to International Association of Memory, which is the governing body of memory sports. which brings together memory athletes across different nations. They set the rules and the protocols. Just like for cricket, we have ICC. In a very
Right.
similar manner, for memory sports, we have this institute or the organization called as IAM, which is based in Germany. And several rounds of interviews and bidding process that happened. And there are multiple countries who bid it for the 2023 World Cup. And for the very first time in the history of memory sports, in 2023, India became the host nation of the World Cup, which attracted 14 countries and 780 competitors across the globe.
It's a
And
lot.
we made history in numbers also, because never ever the memory fraternity had seen such a huge gathering of memory athletes under one platform. And India did that. I think we did it together.
I think the magnanimity of your dreams and I mean the history kind of that you've created is just awe-striking. And that really brings me to my next question actually. Ki, you know, like you dreamt big. You dreamt something that had never happened before,
Yeah.
right? And I'm pretty sure it must have been difficult. It mustn't have been a cakewalk absolutely to do this. What do you think keeps you going? And like because you're also a mindset coach,
Yeah.
what do you what do you tell the students of today that how do they never give up and kind of continue to go and grow?
Yeah. So you might find this funny, but let me tell you that what was that one reason? There were many reasons, in fact, but at the core, that there was a very solid reason for me to actually host the World Cup. And when that moment actually came during the World Cup, I was in tears at a world stage. Okay, and everybody was actually seeing me cry on the day number one at the World Memory Championship. It was being shot, and several nations were seeing, thousands of people up there. They're seeing that Amrut is actually crying on the stage. Uh, but so what was the moment? So actually, I was living for a dream, and the dream was that when the World Cup would happen in the country, Janagana Mana would be played, and every participant who had traveled from different nations, they will stand for my Janagana Mana. So
That's
when
sweet.
actually the Janagana Mana was being played, and when I could see, the participant from Japan, from Mongolia, from, Germany, and from Morocco, and, like from different nations, and of course India, they all stood up together, and we all sang Janagana Mana, or they stood in the respect of the nation.
Right.
And I was actually waiting for this dream to be accomplished. And जब वो हो रहा था ना, I was like crying like a little baby. If you go back and see the recordings, you'll see that. And everybody was like in a shock, like what happened. But at the core, my team knew, my family knew कि, I was living for this dream. So, so I think we should all dream big, as you rightly
Right.
said, and dream crazy. It was beyond my capacity and imagination to actually accomplish this.
Right.
And I was hospitalized after the World Cup. So yeah, it was that
Right.
because I had to undergo a back surgery that time, and I was in terrible pain. But then we somehow pulled it off, thanks to my team, thanks to my partners, Rakesh sir, Tara ma'am, Pranit sir, and I should give the complete names: Rakesh Thomre, Tara Thomre, and Pranit Gaikwad. These are also the co-founders of Brain Infinite, and they stood with me, and not just them, but the entire nation stood with me in this whole process, and we did it.
So to have an underlying purpose behind the
Yeah, and
general
I believe when
dream.
we have big goals, when you are emotionally connected to the goals, you accomplish them.
Right.
So just setting goals or dreaming big would not be
Right.
helpful.
Right.
But when you're like emotionally driven, you're like emotionally connected to achieve that goal. I think that is what
Right.
makes it happen, and you fulfill that one fine day.
Right. I mean, you just mentioned your wonderful team. I've been blessed to meet all of them, though
Yeah.
virtually.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about your team? How does Brain Infinite work?
Yeah.
How did it start and how it's going? Where do you see it in a couple years?
Okay, so see, my teaching journey actually started in the year 2012, and I was blessed to have amazing partners back then as well. But I was as a working individual back then.
Right.
So till 2019, I was working for a corporate. Basically, I'm an engineer, and then an MBA, a typical Indian boy कि पहले engineering कर ली और फिर पता नहीं क्या करना है तो MBA कर लिया. So, and then I worked for some of the real good companies like
Right.
including Tech Mahindra and Bharti Airtel, and I served Bharti Airtel through one of their sister concern company, that is UCIT. And I used to work as a product manager there. I used to take care of audio conferencing as a product. And till 2019 I was working, but my teaching journey started in the year 2012. See, you mentioned about youth and what message. I should say that we should stay away from concepts like weekends. ठीक है, मुझे लगता है बहुत
Right.
दूर से आया हुआ concept है weekend, right? Wherein nowadays people want to chill
Right.
weekend पर, you know, Saturday, जब Friday night आता है तो people like, you know, आज नहीं काम करेंगे, खत्म हो गया दिन, Saturday Sunday कुछ नहीं करूँगा, Friday night को कुछ नहीं करूँगा. So you know, I, for those 7 to 8 years from 2012 to 2019, I don't know what a holiday is, because for every Saturday, Sunday, and I had holidays on these Saturday, Sundays, my sessions used to be organized by the organizing team, and I used to travel to that destination, maybe in Mumbai or nearby places. I used to deliver for 8 to 9 hours straight,
Right.
and that I kept on doing for first 7 to 8 years, till the time I realized, okay, now I can jump into this domain or space wherein I would be able to survive on my own, because I have gathered enough understanding, perhaps not complete, but enough for me to survive at least. I was on a very good package, working for a very good company, or a biggest companies, that is Airtel. And coming from engineering background, MBA background, it was tough for me to take a decision.
Right.
But in 2019 I took that decision की नहीं, I will not now work. मराठीमध्ये आपला एक म्हण आहे की दोन दगडांवरती पाय ठेवून उभं नसतं राहायचं. और मैं वो पिछले 7-8 सालों से कर रहा था. मैं जॉब भी कर रहा था, वीकेंड्स पर मैं सेशंस भी ले रहा था, and it was too much. So there are few things which actually happened in my life that made me to take that decision. There were two specific things which I recall right now. One is, I was doing a session very close to Mumbai. There's a place called as Palghar, and I was invited in the school called as Twinkle Star. And there was this session wherein I was supposed to address around 150 students and 150 parents. So 300 people for a paid workshop. They had paid for the workshop, and it was a 2 full days workshop on a coming Saturday, Sunday. And just before that workshop in the year 2018, mid May kahin par, I happened to meet with an accident. I fell from stairs and my left leg was ruptured. So ligament ruptured हुआ था. तो my doctor said कि अगले 2 महीने के लिए टांग ऊपर लटका के तुझे सोना पड़ेगा. And he is my good friend. So अब क्या करें? वर्कशॉप है, लोगों ने पैसे दिए हैं, 150 पीपल दे आर वेटिंग ऑन दिस कमिंग सैटरडे संडे. डॉक्टर ने कहा है कि ये करना है. आई कॉल्ड माय फ्रेंड एंड पार्टनर देन अमित. सो मैं कहा कि अमित सर ऐसा ऐसा हुआ है. He said कि अमृत सर लेट अस कैंसिल दिस वर्कशॉप. लाइक नहीं कैंसिल नहीं करेंगे, बिकॉज पीपल आर वेटिंग इन एंटिसिपेशन, द किड्स आर वेटिंग टू लर्न समथिंग अमेजिंग. सो करते हैं करके. सो आई स्टिल रिमेंबर व्हेन आई गॉट डाउन फ्रॉम माई कार that day. On one side, Munna bhai, he is the one who drives for me for the last 12-13 years, or my friend Amit, they were both holding me. पकड़ के मुझे स्टेज तक लेके गए. People were watching and वो सोच रहे होंगे मन में कि ये लंगड़ा क्या सिखाएगा करके. For the next 2 days हमारे पैसे तो गए. And I was not supposed to stand for the next 2 months. मेरे डॉक्टर ने कहा था कि नहीं करना है करके. But then because I believe there is so much passion involved, and I think there has to be some desperation in what you want to achieve and do in life. I decided not to take the chair for 10 straight hours. 9 in the morning, I started the workshop. I was all alone. Till 7 p.m. in the evening, I went on to deliver for 10 straight hours. The next day session started once again at 9 a.m. in the morning. Because that was the end of the session, day 2, we were supposed to conclude. It went on for 12 straight hours. From 9 a.m. in the morning till 9 p.m. at night, I was continuously speaking, delivering, teaching, getting things done from the kids, from the parents. At the end of the 12th hour, when the session got concluded, everybody was in tears. And God's blessing, I received a standing ovation. And everybody was like thrilled to understand and see that what has happened. I think little things like these also inspire the kids कि नहीं मुझे आज गिव अप नहीं करना है. टीचर ने बोला है रिवाइज कर ले, पढ़ाई कर ले. When they actually look at somebody doing that, these moments actually changes the life of a student. But यहाँ पर भी वो मोमेंट नहीं था जो मुझे हेल्प किया जिसने कि डिसाइड करने के लिए जॉब छोड़ना है. While I was on my way back towards Mumbai, I received a message from हरीश्वर पाटिल सर, उसी बैच से. उन्होंने एक मैसेज मुझे लिखा था, एंड दैट मैसेज एक्चुअली मेड मी थिंक एंड रियलाइज व्हाट आई एम डूइंग. और मुझे हेल्प किया उस मैसेज ने डिसीजन लेने के लिए कि नहीं अमृत, अभी बस कर करके कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड, लेट अस कंप्लीटली फोकस ऑन दिस. The message was in Marathi. I will share that. It was written in Marathi by Harishwar Patil sir. He said to me की अमृत सर, तुम्ही तुमच्या पायाची काळजी घ्या, कारण तुम्हाला आपला देश भारत घडवायचा आहे. You take care of your leg because you need to sculpt and mold our country India. And tears started rolling, and that day I realized this is not just a profession. People are considering this as a very big responsibility. And उस दिन मैंने डिसाइड किया कि let's quit.
Right.
और मुझे लगता है कि ये जो क्विट करने का जो डिसीजन है, इंडिया का हर नौजवान परहैप्स हर तीसरे चौथे दिन लेता है कि मैं आज ऑफिस छोड़ दूंगा करके और खुद का कुछ करूंगा. आई एम टिपिकल वन ऑफ देम. तो मैंने डिसाइड तो कर लिया कि छोड़ना है करके, राइट. बट देन एक मोबाइल में एक ऐप होता है जिसपे आपका बैंक बैलेंस दिखता है. तो मैंने वो खोला तो मैंने वो खोला और देखा और मैं चुप बैठ गया कि लाइक नहीं, दिस इज नॉट द टाइम. सो कैसे छोड़ू? यू नीड सर्टेन अमाउंट. आई फेल्ट दैट टाइम टू एक्चुअली लीव द जॉब. आई वाज रनिंग अ फैमिली, पेरेंट्स थे, बच्चा था. कैसे करूँ? वाइफ इज देयर. And I could not take that decision, but something very special happened in next few months. So मेरे 3 बहुत ही क्लोज दोस्त हैं. एक अंकित, एक विनीत and एक करण, and all 3 of them are Gujaratis. मैं अभी हमारे परमार सर को ही बता रहा था. So मेरे तीनों और भी दोस्त हैं, बट ये तीनों जो बहुत क्लोज दोस्त हैं वो तीनों गुजराती हैं. तो we generally meet at night, and our meeting time is generally 1 a.m. 2 a.m. right. वो अपना सब काम वगैरह खत्म करके मैं अपना काम है, हम एक ही चीज करते हैं, हम गप्पे मारते हैं. We just keep speaking, talking. कहीं भी जाते हैं, कहीं भी खड़े रहेंगे, and we'll just keep speaking for several hours. तो वो घर पर आए हुए थे उस दिन. We didn't go out. So हमारे घर पर must be 3-4 बजे मॉर्निंग के बजे होंगे. And Vineet knows my passion towards teaching students, right, and teaching these memory skills. He said to me, Amrit, why don't you leave the job? I was like, कैसे छोड़ू यार? I need to have some bank balance to take this risk at this point of time. ठीक है? तो his immediate next question was, कितना bank balance? कितना? What is the amount? I said, तो मेरे दिमाग में एक फिगर था कि इतना accumulate कर लूंगा तो मैं जॉब छोड़ दूंगा, right? So I said, Vineet, 20 lakh rupees. His immediate next statement was, कल शाम को 7 बजे तक तुझे 20 लाख मिल जाएंगे, तू रिजाइन कर दे परसों तक. I will give you that money, you resign. And I have goosebumps while I'm sharing this. So I think we all need people like Vineet in our life, right? Who tell you that तू कर ले करके मैं तेरे साथ में हूँ. And he meant, he's not kidding to me at all. He means every single word that is uttering from his mouth. He's like, तू छोड़ दे जॉब, मैं तेरे को पैसे दूंगा, you will have this 20 lakh rupees by tomorrow. I did not take that money, but I did leave my job. Because that day I realized, if somebody else, a third person, understands my potential and is ready to put his money on me, I think I should be the first person to understand my own potential and take that risk. तो कोई और 20 लाख का रिस्क ले सकता है, तो खुद नहीं ले सकता क्या? And I decided to quit. And जब मैंने पेपर्स डाले अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, the first call, मैंने अपने ना ही मम्मी को फोन किया, ना पापा को, ना बीवी को. The first call I made was to Vineet. And जब विनीत को कॉल किया, जब मैंने उससे कहा कि विनीत, I have resigned, ठीक है, he was very happy. He congratulated me. मैं बहुत डरा हुआ था उस दिन, because to leave a job which pays you couple of lakhs rupees, आपका एक settled life है, इतना बड़ा रिस्क ले रहे हैं आप. The immediate next statement he made on the call was कि डरना नहीं करके. आई एम देयर, कुछ होगा तो देख लेंगे. So these words are so essential.
Right.
So, I believe that we should all have this one Vineet in our life,
Right.
right? But कभी कभी ये लगता है मुझे कि हमारी जिंदगी में विनीत होना अच्छी बात है, लेकिन क्या हम किसी के जीवन में विनीत बन सकते हैं? Can we become a Vineet in somebody else's life?
Right.
I think मेरे विद्यार्थियों के लिए मैं विनीत का काम कर रहा हूँ कि तो कर ले करके पढ़ाई मैं हूँ, right? I'll be there to guide you, to mentor you, to coach you, to help you.
Yes.
So I think that's about
That's
how I
how
left my
it's-
job.
Yeah, that's how it all started. How can you tell us more about how it's going? You know, what different stuff that you do at Brain Infinite, and where do you see it in a couple years, or in a long term perspective?
Yeah. So see, we have always believed in, as an organization. Everybody in our organization is like that. I should say that we all believe in dreaming big and doing big things. So right from hosting the nationals, then the World Cups. In fact, this year now as we speak, the next month, that is 28th and 29th of September, again Brain Infinite is the official host for this year's Indian National Memory Championship.
Congratulations on that.
So we have around 250 odd memory athletes across the nation coming to India.
Right.
Not India, but
to Mumbai.
to Mumbai actually. When I say India, I said that because there is one participant from Nepal as well.
Oh.
And there's one more country who has shown interest in
Okay.
competing at Indian Championship. Hopefully, if that country also comes, then it would be not in just nationals, it would become India Open.
Right.
जैसे विंबलडन ओपन खेलते हैं हम टेनिस में, वैसे बिल्कुल उसी तरह से इंडिया ओपन होगा ये मेमोरी चैंपियनशिप का. सो वी ऑलवेज बिलीव्ड इन डूइंग न्यू थिंग्स, राइट? सो as far as training is concerned, we have not restricted ourselves in the physical form. We collaborate with various institutes. Our coaches and our trainers, our teachers, they go there, they teach in a specific school. So they have mentorship throughout the year. We train those mentors internally at our end. So ensuring that the highest quality training and techniques go to the child. And that is one thing that we do. We just don't train in the country, but we have trained across various nations.
Right.
So we have trained including Dubai se lekar, Singapore se lekar. We have our training sessions happening for participants in Japan and several nations in both offline and online world. So when COVID hit, we didn't panic, right? COVID turned out to be a blessing for us, and I think that's when we met. I should
Yeah,
say,
yes.
right? And you were one of the students,
Yeah, that's
right? So we didn't panic because we always believed that we have a very strong subject in hand.
Yeah.
We'll make people realize and understand, and things like internet and Zoom and stuff like that. They helped and they came to our rescue, and then we explored that avenue as well. Now we have a completely mixed model. Like we train offline and online together, and not just in the space of memory, but we also teach students how to speed read. We make them compete at various internationals and world speed reading championships. Now, for many of them, I'm sure this word is quite new. पढ़ने की championships है, right? So yeah, so there are world speed reading championships again happening for several years now, almost more than 30 years. There are world speed reading championships happening. So we also teach students how to read effectively, how to store information, because how to comprehend effectively, how to read faster and still comprehend, right? So there are methods and techniques. So we train them for this. We train them for memory championships, as you rightly mentioned at the beginning of our discussion. So we train them for various nationals, internationals, and world memory championships. So several of our students, they have won several medals at various nationals and internationals and world memory championship, right? In countries like Hong Kong, to Turkey, to Singapore, and stuff like that.
Right.
And we also train students for the subject which is very close to my heart, it habits building. So हम बच्चों को आदत कैसे लगानी है, अच्छी आदतें कैसे लगानी है.
Right.
We have master sessions for them. We train them for several days and months together, wherein we try to install and help students to generate good habits. So that is one thing that we do.
Okay, that's beautiful. I think parents want to know more.
Yeah.
Yes. And in this fast paced world of technology, how do you think that this avenue of memory building, habits building is going to be very crucial for the world in general?
See, what is happening these days is we are way too dependent on gadgets for storing information. है ना?
True.
First of all, there is an information bombardment.
Hmm.
Like, imagine the kind of information that you have to go through every single day.
Right.
Right. इसको अगर थोड़ा consciously सोचेंगे तो you'll be realizing that we have at least 400 to 500 messages from different means coming to us every single day, perhaps more than that I should say.
Right.
वो मैसेज हो सकते हैं इंस्टाग्राम स्क्रॉल करके, यूट्यूब पर, फेसबुक पर, एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. ठीक है. सो मेनी टाइम्स वी थिंक दैट कि ये सब गैजेट्स है तो इंफॉर्मेशन याद करने के लिए क्या जरूरत है, व्हाई डू वी नीड दैट. इन फैक्ट दैट इज द एग्जैक्ट रीजन व्हाई यू शुड बी लर्निंग दिस टेक्निक्स, बिकॉज you are actually losing the brain's innate or an amazing ability to actually learn and store information. ठीक है. Now you are तो very young, like I'm almost 40 years now, but I think परमार सर यहाँ पर है, मुझे सुन रहे हैं कि मैं बिलीव करता हूँ ये मेरी तरह पुराने जमाने से बिलोंग करते हैं. But when like I was young, we used to remember hundreds of telephone numbers, right, of relatives, of friends, neighbors, right, which is not happening these days. ठीक है. मतलब मुझे ऐसे भी लोग मालूम है जो खुद का मोबाइल नंबर खुद के फोन में सेव करके रखते हैं. ठीक है.
Yes.
So, and that is a very reason because we should be learning all these skills, because we have comfortably forgotten to use our brains in the world of cut copy paste. यहाँ से कुछ अच्छा लगा इस ग्रुप में डाल दिया, उस ग्रुप का कुछ अच्छा लगा वहां पर डाल दिया. So where is your creativity in this whole process? So we are losing out the brain's ability, the potential, and but हमने ये पूरी तरह से नहीं खोया, because when I look at people like you, students like you, I feel good. मुझे ऐसे नहीं लगता कि मेरा एक भी सेशन ऐसा जाता है जहां पर आई डोंट स्पीक अबाउट यू. ठीक है. एट टाइम्स आई फील आई शुड गिव सम रॉयल्टी टू यू और व्हाट.
It's a big thing for me coming from you, absolutely.
So because I still remember you preparing when we learned those methods and techniques, when we decided to come to a goal setting कि भाई इस साल ये अचीव करना है. And I think somewhere on that page, and you happen to share that page with me, with a selfie which said that you wish to be in the top 10 in the country.
Yeah.
And I remember you sharing a very long letter wherein how the techniques that you learned really helped you to learn faster, learn better, focus better. And if I'm not wrong, you secured 99.4% and you are fourth in the country.
Yeah, 99.2 and yes, fourth in the country.
And fourth in the nation.
Yes.
So I think we should all clap for this boy. And when I say this and share the story of you with my other students, I also tell them that Amer just did not come fourth in the country in the very same year wherein others were scrolling reels and spending time on shots and Tarak Mehta ka Ulta Chashma. This boy was writing a murder mystery.
Yes.
Right.
I
at the age of 14-15 you became a published author of a murder mystery. Right. So what are we actually doing? That is a message that we at Brain Infinite are trying to give it to others, that gadgets are good, ठीक है, बट लेकिन उसका एक अपना समय है, उसका एक अपना एक समय सेट करके रख दीजिए कि इसके ऊपर नहीं मैं इस्तेमाल करूंगा या इस काम के लिए ही इस्तेमाल करूंगा. वी शुड हैव दैट limitations and we should be actually putting those limitations on our own self. Right? I believe that freedom वो नहीं है कि हमारे मर्जी में आए हम वो करें. असली आजादी उसमें नहीं है, असली आजादी बंधनों में रहने में. You're thinking how do we even say that? But I believe जब हम बंधने लगाते हैं, discipline लगाते हैं, that I will study for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I will touch the mobile phone only for 15 minutes. I will read a good book at night before I go to sleep for 10-15 minutes. जब ये बंधन हम अपने ऊपर लगाते हैं, I think तब जाकर freedom मिलता है वो 99.2 लाने का. तब जाकर freedom मिलता है कि वो किताब को लिखने का. Right? So and you enjoy that glory, that fame, एंड आई थिंक वो असली मायने में फ्रीडम है.
Freedom.
लेकिन वो फ्रीडम लाने के लिए ना बेटा तुझे पिछला जो 365 दिन जो स्क्रॉल कर रहा है ना,
Yes.
उसको बंद करके तुझे 365 दिन अपने आप को बंधनों में रखना पड़ेगा,
Right.
सो दैट देन यू एंजॉय दैट फ्रीडम, राइट? एंड दैट इज रियल फ्रीडम.
Right. I think I recall from the workshop that I attended when you spoke about, and I experienced that freedom was कि when I'll actually achieve those marks and
Yeah.
I know which college to choose and not the college telling me whether I want to accept you.
Yeah.
I think that's what we are trying to get at. That after having churning heart, that freedom is sweeter than just sitting idly.
True.
True. So always, when I've always interacted with you and, as we spoke through this also, I think something that I really admire about you is you've always given a lot of credit to the people around you, to the, generally the people who have helped you grow. I mean, you come from a wonderful environment, but I think they deserve a spot in this podcast. Can you tell me about how, your family has been a pivotal role in this journey of yours?
Oh, so वो हिंदी में एक बहुत ही फिल्मी एक डायलॉग है कि पैदा करने वाले से पालने वाली माँ बड़ी होती है. तो माय मदर डिड प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल, बट
Right.
मुझे पालने वाली जो मेरी माँ है वो मेरी नानी थी. So I think this is a wonderful platform to share this, because if a lot of students are listening to me, then I should say this. See, my father and mother, they lost everything that they had. And हम लोग, we were literally on the road, सड़क पर आ गए थे. तो कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं था हमारे पास. And we lived in a very plush society, well-to-do family, सब कुछ
Right.
अच्छा था और मैं 3-4 साल का था, तब तक सब अच्छा था, ऐसा मुझे सब लोग बताते हैं. But then my father lost everything, and we were literally, we were bankrupt basically. So he had to sell everything that he had.
Right.
अब क्या करें? My school was a very decent and a good school उस टाइम की. So my parents did not want कि इसकी स्कूल को बदल कर कहीं और ले जाएं.
Right.
So my mother and father, they shifted to the slums of Mumbai in भांडुप. तो हम पहले घाटकोपर रहते थे.
Okay.
तो अभी वो फ्लैट वगैरह बेच दिया. तो मेरी 2 बड़ी बहनें, ज्योत्सना एंड भावना, उनके साथ में दे शिफ्टेड टू द स्लम्स ऑफ भांडुप वेस्ट, एंड आई वाज केप्ट इन द स्लम्स ऑफ घाटकोपर वेस्ट विथ माय नाना एंड नानी. ठीक है. तो मेरे जो नाना नानी का जो घर था, इट वाज अ 10 फीट बाय 10 फीट हाउस. अभी ये जो मुझे लगता है ये
Recording
जो
studio
रिकॉर्डिंग
है.
स्टूडियो है उतना ही मेरा घर था.
Right.
राइट. सो 10 फीट बाय 10 फीट का मेरा घर था. इन माय नाना नानीज हाउस देयर वाज नो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. ठीक है. मतलब बिजली ही नहीं थी. सो देयर वाज नो ट्यूब लाइट, देयर वाज नो फैन, नो एसी, नो रेफ्रिजरेटर, नथिंग. एंड मेरी नानी उस वक्त मुझे घासलेट का दिया जला कर देती थी, केरोसिन.
Right.
She used to pour kerosene, she used to create a diya out of it, and then उसके उजाले के नीचे बैठकर पढ़ाई करने वाला मैं बच्चा हूँ. And I have seen days in my life जहाँ पर वो केरोसिन भी खत्म हो जाता. तो my नानी in those days used to tell me कि घर से निकल, get lost, ठीक है, यहाँ से बाहर निकल और सड़क किनारे जाकर बैठ. So I used to move out, और वहां पर जैसे ही बाहर निकलता, सड़क किनारे जाता, तो वहां पर एक संजय नाम का एक मेरा बहुत ही प्यारा सा दोस्त है, जो वहां पर ठेला लगाता था. ही यूज्ड टू सेल लाइक क्रॉकरीज और बेल्ट्स और खिलौने बेचता था. तो मैं उसको बहुत बार हेल्प करता था. मतलब ही यूज्ड टू, जब वो लैट्रिन का ब्रेक लेता था तो मुझे कहता कि ध्यान रख मेरी दुकान का. और वो दुकान मतलब क्या, इट्स लाइक नीचे वो प्लास्टिक डाला हुआ है, उसके ऊपर वो चीजों को बेच रहा है. सो मैं वो उससे हेल्प करता. तो उसी जगह पर ना लाइट्स काफी अच्छी गिरती थी, सो स्ट्रीट लाइट. तो मैं उसके दुकान के उधर जाकर कहीं पर एक कोना पकड़कर आई यूज्ड टू सिट एंड स्टडी. व्हेन आई रीच्ड लाइक इन 9th और 10th स्टैंडर्ड, तब मैं दिन में कम और रात में बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ाई करता था, क्योंकि दिन में स्लम्स आर वेरी क्योटिक, वेरी वेरी नॉइजी इन नेचर. तो बहुत झगड़े चलते थे. मतलब मेरे बाजू वाला जो थे वो अंकल चाय बेचते थे, कोई सब्जी बेचता था, कोई कुछ नहीं बेचता था, मतलब कुछ नहीं करता था. They used to like drink and enjoy, right? So वो उनका रूटीन था. So that was the परिस्थिति, वो एक सिचुएशन था. तो जब मैं अपने हायर ग्रेड्स में पहुंचा, तो मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि रात में पढ़ना बहुत सही होगा करके, क्योंकि घर में एक तो प्रॉब्लम ये था कि रात में बैठे कैसे, नानी को तकलीफ होती है, दिया भी जलाएंगे तो वो उजाला होता है, एंड शी हैड दिस, उनकी आंखों का प्रॉब्लम था, तो टू मच ऑफ लाइट और रात के वक्त उनको नहीं सहन होता था. तो फैन नहीं है, गर्मी होती है. तो मैं गया, मेरे घर के करीब में एक बैंक हुआ करती थी जिसका नाम है अभ्युदय बैंक. अभ्युदय बैंक के आगे एक बहुत बड़ा वरांडा हुआ करता था और वहां पर काफी अच्छी लाइट्स होती थी. सो बिकॉज लाइक इफ यू सी एनी बैंक दे वुड हैव द वरांडाज वेल लिट एंड ए सिक्योरिटी पर्सन स्टैंडिंग देयर. सो आई वेंट इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम, प्लीडेड कि अंकल मुझे एक थोड़ा सा जगह दे दो यहाँ पर. आई विल कम एंड सिट इन वन कॉर्नर एट नाइट, आई विल नॉट डिस्टर्ब यू. एंड दैट illiterate अनपढ़ सिक्योरिटी वाला कुड अंडरस्टैंड माई प्रॉब्लम कि इसका पढ़ाई का दिक्कत है. एंड ही अलाउड मी कि ठीक है करके बेटा यहाँ पे बैठो और आप पढ़ाई किया करो. सो आई कम फ्रॉम अ बैकग्राउंड wherein I had literally no resources or very fewer amenities or resources with me. यहाँ पर लाइट नहीं है, उजाला नहीं है, फैन नहीं है, सड़क किनारे बैठकर पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं. हमारे घर के पास में एक मंदिर हुआ करता था, सर्वोदय हॉस्पिटल हुआ करता था, घाटकोपर में अभी भी है मौजूद, बहुत ही प्यारा सा वहाँ पर एक मंदिर है. तो हम कभी वहाँ चले जाते थे पढ़ाई करने के लिए, तो वहाँ जाकर पढ़ाई करना, बैंक के वरांडे में बैठकर पढ़ाई करना. सो दैट इज हाउ वी स्टडीड इन लाइफ. बट इन लाइफ आई रियलाइज कि दिस इज माई परिस्थिति. एज अ यंग बॉय ऑफ 14-15 ईयर्स एक बात समझ में आई कि ये मेरी परिस्थिति है और इस परिस्थिति को मैं इस वक्त नहीं बदल सकता. बट आई रियलाइज वन मोर ब्यूटिफुल थिंग कि अगर परिस्थिति को बदलना है तो पहले मनस्थिति को बदलना पड़ेगा. So I need to work here on my mindset in order to change my situations in coming days. So I started developing this courage, this belief system. एक attitude shift आया, देखने का नजरिया बदल गया चीजों को, लाइफ को, लोगों को, relationships को, whatever resources you have उसको. मेरी नानी is a great personality because she is the one who actually raised me so well. जब मैं 10th में पहुंचा तब मेरी हाइट तो मतलब वो रूम में जब मैं सोता था हमारे, तो मेरी टांगे उस दीवार को टच हो जाती थी. तो इतना मैं लंबा हो गया था. और एक खाट हुआ करती थी, बेसिकली बेड, जिसपे नाना सोते थे. एक कोने में मेरी नानी खाना पकाती थी. तो दैट वाज वेरी वेरी लिटिल स्पेस लेफ्ट इन बिटवीन टू एक्चुअली स्लीप फॉर बोथ ऑफ अस, फॉर मी एंड माय नानी. ठीक है, तो अभी क्या करूं, मतलब ज्योमेट्री सीखी हुई है लेकिन तब दिमाग नहीं काम करता था फिर भी. ठीक है, तो मेरी नानी अनपढ़ है. ठीक है, ज्योमेट्री नहीं पढ़ी हुई है उन्होंने, मैंने पढ़ी हुई थी. ठीक है, तो मैं ऐसा सीधा सोता था तो मेरी टांगे लगती थी. उसने कहा एक सिंपल है भाई, ये स्क्वायर जगह है, तू ऐसा डायगनली सो जाएगा तो ज्यादा जगह मिलेगा. तो ये बताने वाली मेरी नानी थी. मुझे नहीं स्ट्राइक हुआ, इफ यू स्लीप इन दिस डायगोनल वे, हम दोनों आराम से इसमें ऐसा थोड़ा आड़ा सोएंगे तो तेरी टांगे नहीं लगेगी. तो सो दैट्स व्हाट माय नानी वाज. माय नाना यूज्ड टू प्ले मटका, जुआ खेलते थे. अभी वो नहीं रहे. कहते कि किसी का मतलब बताना नहीं चाहिए एनीथिंग बैड, बट आई थिंक एवरीथिंग हैपेंस फॉर अ रीजन एंड दैट्स द रीजन आई एम शेयरिंग दिस विद ऑल ऑफ यू. तो वो मेरी नानी को रोज पीटते थे बिकॉज जुआ एक ऐसी चीज है जिसमें पैसा लगाने वाला कभी नहीं जीतता. उस जुए को चलाने वाला हमेशा जीतता है. सो ही यूज्ड टू लूज लिटरली एवरी सिंगल डे, ऑब्वियसली. ठीक है, और वो आकर मेरे नानी को और मुझको पीटते थे. And he used to like hit my nani like black and blue. But like बाहर निकाल देते थे, फेंक देते, घर से बाहर कभी बर्तन डाल देना, उसके कपड़े बाहर फेंक देना. And she used to cry, go out, sit out for several hours. She used to come back, and the next day when I see her, she has the same smile on her face, as if nothing has happened. I think women like these create strong men. Otherwise, अगर ये औरतें हमारी जीवन में नहीं रहेंगी तो we will not be able to achieve or become the person that we wish to become. And she used to do that willingly, happily, as if nothing has happened. बारिश के दिनों में जब बहुत तेज बारिश हुआ करती थी ना, तो हमारे घर के बगल में से there used to be like एक गटर बहता था. So when it used to rain like very heavily, so what used to happen is in those days we did not have आर्यन बाथरूम नहीं हुआ करते थे. हमारे परमार सर मोरी हुआ करती थी, शायद आपको पता हो तो, है ना. तो जहाँ पर दरवाजे नहीं होते थे बाथरूम को, खुले बाथरूम होते थे. ठीक है, सो होता यूं था बिकॉज इट यूज्ड टू रेन रोनाल्ड सो हेविली. वो जो बारिश का गटर का पानी है फुल फोर्स से हमारे बाथरूम में से घर के अंदर एंटर करता था. एंड इन दोज रेनी डेज हमारा जो घर हुआ होता था वो घुटने भर गटर के पानी में अंदर. So मैं और मेरी नानी, we used to like throw that gutter का पानी every single time out when it used to rain. Now why I'm sharing this is, see, uh, as 99 is all about students, and you encourage students, you educate them, you guide them, mentor them. That's what I believe the
Yes,
platform
yes,
is all
yes.
about. And a lot of students are, I believe, are listening to me and
Yeah.
reading about what we do. So मैंने कभी अपने नानी से ये नहीं कहा कि नानी, what, today is my birthday, and by the way, my birthday is on 4th of September. As we shoot, my birthday is very close. So I didn't say to my nani ever ki today is my birthday and the gutter ka pani has entered, but because it's my birthday, I'm not going to throw this water outside. Let us sleep in the gutter ka pani.
Right.
I didn't say कि नानी मला आज कंटाळा आला है, बड़ा बोरिंग लग रहा है आज, तो बोर हो रहा हूँ, तो गटर का पानी नहीं निकालते आज, ऐसी गटर के पानी में बिना साफ किए सो जाते हैं. मैंने कभी ये नहीं कहा कि है ना आज संडे है, गटर का पानी अंदर आ गया है, संडे में थोड़ी कोई करता है ऐसा, है ना, तो एक काम करते हैं नानी, गटर के पानी में सो जाता है क्योंकि आज संडे है. When we study and we want to achieve our goals, we often give these excuses. When I say गटर का पानी, आज गटर का पानी शायद हमारे विद्यार्थियों के जीवन में नहीं आता होगा, मैक्सिमम लोगों के, या कुछ लोगों के अभी भी आता है, लेकिन जिनका नहीं आ रहा है ना, उनका मेंटली गटर का पानी रोज एंटर हो रहा है. जब आप वो इंस्टाग्राम के रील स्वाइप करते हो, अनवांटेड शॉर्ट्स देखते हो, और एक दो नहीं, घंटों तक आप स्क्रॉल करते हो, सो लॉट ऑफ गटर का पानी एंटर हियर, हमारे अंदर एंटर करता है, और करोड़ों विद्यार्थी आज उसी गटर के पानी के साथ सो जाते हैं बिना उस गटर के पानी को साफ किए. राइट. सो इफ यू डोंट वांट, बिकॉज मैंने कभी अपने नानी से ये नहीं कहा कि संडे है तो मैं गटर का पानी साफ नहीं करूंगा, बर्थडे है तो हम क्यों एक्सक्यूज देते हैं कि कि आज मैं ये पढ़ाई नहीं करूंगा, या आज मैं कलाम साहब की विंग्स ऑफ फायर में आज नहीं पढ़ूंगा, आज जाने देता हूं. सो आई थिंक इस मेंटल या माइंड में जो गटर का पानी एंटर हो रहा है ना, उसको साफ करने का एक तरीका है, एंड दैट इज टू एक्चुअली रीड गुड थिंग्स. यू स्टडी प्रॉपरली. आप अच्छी अच्छी किताबों को पढ़ो. मैं नहीं कहता कि वही हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, साइंस, मैथ्स करो, नहीं, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट. आई एम सेइंग दैट पिक अप गुड बुक्स, राइट. अच्छी अच्छी किताबों को चूज करो. फिर वो स्टीफन कोवी साहब की हो सकती है, 7 हैबिट्स हो सकती है, या विंग्स ऑफ फायर हो सकती है. सुधा मूर्ति मैम कितना बढ़िया लिखती है. I still remember the day when I met Mr. Narayan Murthy, sir, for the first time in my life, and we only discussed books in that discussion. Right? I met him for a few minutes, but it was a wonderful discussion. I could touch his feet, and he kept his hand on my head and blessed me. So I think I'm a truly blessed person, I must say. And we discuss only books, right? So मैं कह रहा हूँ विद्यार्थियों से कि अगर ये जो स्वाइप करके गटर का पानी जो मन में रोज एंटर हो रहा है, उसको अगर साफ करना है, और जो करना चाहिए, राइट, गटर के पानी में सो तो नहीं सकते, तो क्या तरीका है, अच्छी अच्छी किताबों को पढ़कर आप उस गटर के पानी को साफ कर सकते हैं. ब्रायन ट्रेसी साहब ने कितनी अच्छी किताबें लिखकर रखी हैं, एंड देयर हैव बीन वंडरफुल ऑथर्स हु हैव रिटन फिक्शनल एंड नॉन फिक्शनल स्टफ. उसको उठाइए, उन किताबों को पढ़िए. इन साहब की किताब पढ़िएगा, जेरेमिया होक, इट्स अ मर्डर मिस्ट्री. So read books written by wonderful authors, and you can actually clean that stuff every single day. Don't give excuses.
Right.
कि मैं ये नहीं करूंगा करके.
That we are discussing books, if you could throw some light on You Can Have a Jumbo Memory, please.
So that book is very close to my heart because I wrote that like a couple of years ago, and that has been my first book. I'm penning down my second one now.
Okay, can't wait.
Yeah. Again, it's on learning skills and techniques and methods of how to learn things effectively.
Yeah.
And You Can Have a Jumbo Memory was a beginner's handbook, I would say. Especially written from the perspective of a student, typically from the age group of 8-9 years and above. Anybody who's willing to learn the techniques of how to study, then You Can Have a Jumbo Memory is the book. It's very easy to read, simple. It's a very small book, intentionally small, because बच्चों को थोड़ा लगे कि नहीं ये तो पतली सी किताबें पढ़ लेते हैं. Right. So So that's the reason we decided ki let's keep it
Right,
simple, short, and sweet,
right,
so that the child when sees picks it up and at least read a few chapters and
right,
explore and starts
right.
reading.
And I think it keeps you hooked, like, because I have gone through the book and I am personally an avid reader. I think in spite of the fact that it's simple, it's short,
Yeah,
it has that ability, to, like, let's try this, let's try implementing this. So I
yeah,
think the art of writing is also something that you've
yeah,
mastered, in my opinion. um okay, as we're closing to the end of the podcast, I have a couple, two or three last questions.
yeah.
I mean, we know that you've like trained about 25,000 students across several countries, and you've transformed the lives of over a lakh individuals. Um, can you like give us kind of a holy trinity mantra, like three main things that one should master in life if one wants to be like successful as well as happy at the same time? In the sense that sometimes in this fast-paced world, success has also started coming out with a burnout kind of a thing, right? So
Hmm.
what are those three things that you think will make a person balanced in terms of success, happiness, and general needs of life?
Okay, okay. So number one, I would say relationships,
Right,
right? Uh, and there is a study of Harvard which says that, and they happen to do the study with thousands of successful people,
right.
and the crux of that was it is not the name or money or the fame, but these individuals were found to be super successful because they had successful relationships, right? So um, as we speak more to the students, I would, from the students perspective, I would say कि वो साइंस में 100 में से 50 आएंगे चलेगा, मैथ्स में 100 में से 70 आएंगे चलेगा, बट ये रिलेशनशिप नाम का सब्जेक्ट है ना, उसमें 100 में से 100 लाने की कोशिश करना. Right,
Right.
because that is what make people actually successful in life. If you see the lives of people जिनकी लाइफ सही में स्क्रूड अप हो गई है या
Mhm.
खराब हो गई है, you will realize that it happened because of bad relationships
Unsuccessful relations.
with people, or people who are very close and maybe business or partners
Right.
or parents. They screwed up there, and that's how they lost the
The
battle.
battle.
सो रिलेशनशिप नाम का पेपर हम रोज लिखते हैं.
Mhm.
कैसे लिखते हैं? जब हम किसी से बात करते हैं, तब हम एक्चुअली वो पेपर लिख रहे होते हैं, राइट? सो यू ऑलवेज हैव एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू स्पीक with kindness, with love, with attention, with care, because you know from memory perspective, अगर इसको मुझे elaborate करना है, see, why do we forget somebody's name? You know why? Because when the person was sharing, you were not attentive,
Right.
you were not listening, and that's the reason we forget. Of course, there are techniques to store that for a longer duration of time, but at very first place, when the person was sharing, you were not listening, you were
Attentive
not
enough.
interested.
Mhm.
We often listen to reply, but I strongly believe we should listen to understand.
Mm.
So don't listen to somebody to reply, but listen to somebody to respond, to
Mhm.
understand. And that is what you have to do when you are in a relationship. When I say relationship, as in with your father, with your mother, with your wife, with your spouse, with teacher, all these relationship, if we can put kindness and listening into our relationship,
The
I
first
think
engagement.
we will all be super successful in life.
Right.
So that's the first thing I would say. The second, I strongly believe health,
Mhm.
right? So we should all focus on our health, both physical and mental health, right? Mental health, of course, we spoke about books. We
Yeah.
are, of course, speaking about these techniques and learning methods. Uh, Physical health, of course, yes. I was a boy who used to weigh 47 kgs at the age of 24. So I used to be like a hanger,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So, but one fine day I decided कि I need to
Change.
spend spend enough time in actually building a personality, building a health, uh, जिससे you know because I am the one who spend a lot of टाइम एनर्जी इन माई वर्क वो तभी हासिल हो पाएगा इफ आई एम फिजिकली फिट, राइट? तो भगवान आपके अंदर बसते हैं, राइट? तो ये भगवान का अगर ये घर है तो उस घर को आपको आपका ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा उस घर का. सो यू गॉट टू वर्क ऑन योर फिजिकल हेल्थ, राइट? मेक श्योर यू एक्सरसाइज वेल, यू ड्रिंक लॉट ऑफ वाटर, गुड वाटर, और रोज एक्सरसाइज कीजिएगा बिकॉज इफ यू नीड टू कीप योर ब्रेन फिट you got to exercise every single day. So second is health, and the third one is your emotional fitness. And when I say emotional fitness, make sure that you meditate well. uh, if not for several hours, you can at least stand in front of जिसमें भी आप मानते हो, आंखें बंद कर कर you can thank them. at least वहां से हम शुरू कर सकते हैं, right? मेक श्योर इन इमोशनल फिटनेस यू गिव प्रॉपर ऑटो सजेशंस. अगर आप विद्यार्थी हो तो हम अक्सर अपना दिन कैसे शुरू करते हैं, अलार्म को स्नूज करके. सी हाउ आवर डे स्टार्ट्स. हम ज्यादातर दिन ऐसे शुरू करते हैं कि हमने लगाया होता है 6 बजे का अलार्म, उसको स्नूज करते हैं और 6:05 को फिर स्नूज करते हैं और फिर 6:10 को फिर स्नूज करते हैं. मतलब see how are we building habits? We are actually starting our day with procrastination. हम शुरू ही इस थॉट से कर रहे हैं कि करना ही नहीं है, आज नहीं करना, आज रहने देते हैं, right? So rather than doing that, if we can start building these habits, ठीक है, when we become emotionally fit to actually जब वो अलार्म बजता है कि you just get up as the alarm bell rings, right? And you begin with a smile and accept the day. Okay, आज का दिन शुरू हो गया है, right? If you're happy with this day, bring a big smile. And to bring that smile, you don't need to have a luxury car or a Nike shoes or a branded stuff. I think luxury is seeing your parents sleeping next to you or they being alive and they are with you. I think is a luxury, right? And you and me understand that. Yes. As we lose some important people in our life, so we understand that. True. So luxury is not having branded stuff. Luxury is actually to have people alive next to you, right? That is luxury, right? So smile because you can see your father. Smile because your mother is still there helping you out. Smile because you are alive. Smile because आपके हाथ पांव चल रहे हैं, right? So लाखों लोग नींद में से उठ नहीं पाते. They don't see the next day's sun, right? लाखों लोग जो घर से निकलते हैं फिर घर पर आ नहीं पाते. So why to start your day with कि अरे आज मंडे आ गया यार फिर से, थोड़ा snooze. So when you snooze, every time you snooze, you are actually snoozing your success away, I believe. Right. Because आप 15 मिनट लेट तो उठ गए, लेकिन 15 मिनट आपका गोल अचीव करने में भी आपने डिले कर दिया. 15 मिनट आपने एक्सरसाइज करने में भी डिले कर दिया. 15 मिनट आपने मेडिटेट करने के लिए भी डिले कर दिया, राइट? देयर कैन बी चीट डेज, बट दैट कैन बी लाइक once in a week or once in a month, but not every single day, right? So don't snooze your success away. जैसे अलार्म बेल बजे तो मुस्कुराइए, राइट? एंड क्लोज योर आईज एंड गिव प्रॉपर ऑटो सजेशन. अगर आप एक विद्यार्थी है तो ये मत कहकर स्कूल में जाइएगा कि वो बोरिंग स्कूल है या रोज जाना पड़ रहा है, रहने देता हूँ ना मम्मी, छोड़ देता हूँ. यू कैन एक्चुअली से एज मैं तो कहता हूँ कि आप ब्रश भी कर रहे हो तो you brush, while you brush you say to yourself that school is awesome. While you brush you say that science बड़ा मजेदार subject है, right? While you brush you are telling yourself that okay, it's so much fun while learning new subjects, right? Because when you give these proper auto suggestion, आपने मासारो इमोटो साहब का अगर एक्सपेरिमेंट पढ़ा हो, राइस एक्सपेरिमेंट, तो उन्होंने इस राइस एक्सपेरिमेंट में ये प्रूव कर दिया कि 3 बोल्स में राइस रखे हुए थे, पका हुआ चावल रखा हुआ था. पहले राइस को मासारो इमोटो, ये जो रिसर्चर है, वो कहते हैं दैट यू आर अमेजिंग, यू आर वंडरफुल, यू आर ब्यूटीफुल. सेकंड राइस को ये कहते हैं जो दूसरे ग्लास में रखा हुआ है दैट तू बकवास है, बेकार है, यू आर बैड. एंड ही इग्नोर्स द थर्ड राइस कंप्लीटली. जिस राइस को, और ये एक्सपेरिमेंट उन्होंने तकरीबन 30 दिनों तक किया. एंड द होल वीडियो शूट इज अवेलेबल, लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च पेपर्स आर अवेलेबल, लॉट ऑफ इंटरव्यूज आर अवेलेबल फॉर यू टू चेक एंड वैलिडेट दिस. जो पहला राइस जिसको लगातार 30 दिनों तक कहा गया कि यू आर ब्यूटीफुल, अमेजिंग, दैट राइस ग्रू इन साइज, इट गेव आउट वंडरफुल अरोमा, राइट? इट वाज हेल्दी. द सेकंड राइस इट गॉट रॉटन, उसमें से बदबू आने लग गई, एंड थर्ड वेंट ब्लैक. सो इमेजिन यू सेइंग दिस कि तू बड़ा बेकार है टू मैथमेटिक्स. यू सेइंग दिस एवरी सिंगल डे कि आंसर से बड़ा डर लगता है, पढ़ाई बड़ी बोरिंग लगती है, स्कूल में नहीं जाते हैं, ये स्वाइप करने में बड़ा मजा आता है, यूट्यूब देखने में बड़ा
Right.
मजा आता है. नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज, अगर चावल सड़ रहा है, बदबू फैला रहा है, इमेजिन आपके मन पर क्या असर होता होगा जब आप किसी चीज को लेकर ये भावना रखते हैं, यू हैव दिस पर्सपेक्टिव दैट दिस इज बैड, साइंस इज बैड, दिस स्टडीज इज बोरिंग. वो भी सड़ रहा है फिर. Even that is going to respond in a similar manner.
Right.
Imagine if you change this equation, you get up every single morning with a smile, thanking the Almighty up there that you're alive, people around you are alive, they're there, and with a big smile, you actually begin the day. As you brush, you tell yourself that life is awesome. As you brush, you tell yourself that maths is awesome. As you brush, you tell yourself that बड़ा मजा आने वाला है. I'm going to be highly productive today. As you take bath, ठीक है, आप वो शावर के नीचे खड़े हो, पानी ऊपर से गिर रहा है. As the water is falling on you, you keep your eyes closed and tell yourself that life is awesome, right? और गर्म पानी से नहीं, कोशिश करना ठंडे पानी से नहाने की, right? क्योंकि गर्म पानी से नहाने के बाद फिर चद्दर ओढ़कर बेड पर सोने का मन करता है, राइट? तो सुबह का जो नहाना है वो ठंडे पानी से कीजिए. एंड एज यू आर लाइक बेथिंग, आप नहा रहे हैं, you give positive instructions to your own self. You create that emotional fitness which is required in order to lead that day in a wonderful manner. ठीक है, किसी ने सही कहा है कि motivation does not last. If you feel that this is motivation, so somebody said like motivation does not last, but neither does bathing. राइट. अब इसलिए हम रोज नहाते हैं ना, तो बिल्कुल उसी
Right.
तरह से आपको रोज अपने आप को इंस्पायर करना पड़ेगा, रोज किताबों को पढ़ना पड़ेगा, रोज रिलेशनशिप बिल्ड करने पड़ेंगे. राइट, यू हैव टू डू दैट एवरी सिंगल डे.
Yeah.
And that's how you can be emotionally fit, by changing your auto suggestions, the way you interact with your own
Own
self.
self. Right. So that was one. That was two. And the
So
third one?
we spoke about physical fitness,
Yeah.
we spoke about relationship, and
Right.
we spoke about the auto suggestion,
Auto
that is
suggestions.
emotionally
Okay. Right.
becoming fit every
Okay.
single day.
Yeah. So I think the three main, the holy trinity mantras, I would say, would be relationships, your health, physical and mental, and the auto suggestions that you give yourself as such. I think that's something that we really got to ponder upon. How much do we really implement that in our own lives? Um Coming to a bit of the practical side of it, so related to what you do, if suppose tomorrow somebody wants to, start their journey into mindset building, or let's say into memory sports, right?
Yeah.
Let's say they don't have the resources to, reach out to somebody like Brain and Finite, or
Okay.
um, they don't have the resources to do, get professional training for this.
Yeah.
It may be financial, it may be any other kind of
Yeah.
problem. What can they do to start? What can they do to enhance their mindset and to enhance their memory?
Okay. The first, go grab books, because they're very cheap. Okay, with abundance, which is hidden inside
Right.
those pages that you flip. So books written by Tony Buzan. If you speak about memory, you should read books like Moonwalking with Einstein. The wonderful books written by somebody from the United States, a very wonderful human being, an athlete, Nelson Dillis. Um, there are wonderful videos being created by another amazing memory athlete called as Ron White. Okay. So these are wonderful people. They have done great work. Read their books, right? I keep sharing a lot of insights, right, on my platforms. I'm not a very typical social media influencer, or somebody who creates a lot of videos and all. So I need to learn that, I believe. But yes, so I keep sharing whenever I feel like, or when I
Right.
share. So you can visit that as well. But then these names which I took, they are really good, and you should visit their pages. You should
Right.
read the books which I shared. That's one way. And if you are really hungry to learn, uh, then I'll be happy to teach you. Right? किसी मतलब एक दिन मैंने ये कहीं से सुना था, आई बिलीव इंडिया के एक बहुत ही बड़े मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है संतोष नायर सर, शायद उनसे सुना था मैंने कभी कि वो खरीदने वाले से बेचने वाले की जो चाह होती है ना वो ज्यादा होनी चाहिए, राइट? सो व्हेन यू वांट टू लाइक सेल समथिंग, अगर आपकी चाह बेचने की ज्यादा है और खरीदने वाले के अंदर चाह नहीं है कि उसको, आपका वैक्यूम क्लीनर उसको नहीं खरीदना है, लेकिन यू वांट टू डू इट फॉर योर ओन सेल्फ, फॉर योर ओन फैमिली, तो आपकी चाहत अगर उसकी चाहत से बड़ी है ना तो तुम बेच जाओगे वो चीज,
राइट?
तो भले ही वी चार्ज, ऑफ कोर्स वी चार्ज व्हेन वी टीच, बट आई बिलीव दैट इफ यू आर रियली हंग्री, if you want to learn, and if your hunger is there, which is mightier than the money, then I'll be happy to teach. I need such students then.
That's the true educator in you speaking. And yeah, if somebody wants to reach out to say you or to Brain Infinite, how can they do that?
So they can visit our website. It's www.brain-infinite.com. Okay. I am very much approachable. So you can easily find me on Google or anywhere. ठीक है, मेरे numbers भी मिल जाएंगे आपको. And all our numbers and email IDs are available on our website.
Okay.
If you search me or Brain Infinite Eduprise, that's a full name of my company. That is Brain Infinite Eduprise. Okay. We are very much approachable. You can reach out to us by any means. Right. There are numbers given there on the website, which are my colleagues के मेरे numbers है वो. You can reach out to them. If you want my personal number, post that. They will share with you. Not a problem. You can email us.
Oh, okay, great. So I think essentially reaching out to you on your website would be the best approach.
So website would have all the details contacts, so they can surely reach out easily. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, guys, the team is very affable. You're gonna fall in love. They're very supportive.
Yeah,
and
they are.
Could you give us, or for that matter, the audience, some practical tips, some technique to improvise their memory, or to use the best of their memory, as we could say?
Yeah. So see, what happens is when a child or a student, when generally reads information or studies, right? Let's begin with this question. Like, how do we perceive information?
Right.
How do we perceive information? How does information in what ways reaches brain? So if you can share some.
Right. We read, we listen.
So when you actually listen, that is auditory.
Right.
So हम कानों से information brain में जाती है. हम देखते हैं, that is visual memory. It goes through our eyes. So we all understand there are 5 senses. Right. So then there is olfactory. हम taste करते हैं, हम सूंघते हैं information को. It goes through our nose, through taste, through touch. Right. So there are like, these are 5 senses, and information reaches our brain through them. Right. But what happens is your visual memory, which is not, unfortunately, is not explored much. Your visual memory is actually way more powerful than your auditory memory.
Okay.
जब विद्यार्थियों को सिखाया जाता है, so they are actually listening. When they are even reading, they are actually listening.
Right.
पढ़ रहे हैं, वो सुन रहे हैं, right? But are we involving visual form of memory? And why do I say that visual form of memory is essential? See, you would have seen that. And as I spoke to you as we began discussing this with Aryan and Runal and Jay sir also, that we often, when we meet people, you forget their names, right? But when the person comes in front of you after like few months, we say कि इसको देखा है. I remember his face. Right. I've seen this fellow somewhere, but I'm not able to recall the name. So why is it so that you remember the face and you forget the name? कुछ तो वजह होगी इसके पीछे की. वजह ये है, जब उस इंसान ने नाम शेयर किया था, you heard the name. So the name was auditory in nature. कानों से नाम आपके ब्रेन में स्टोर हुआ था.
Right.
And why do you remember the face?
Because you saw it.
Because you saw the face.
Visual.
तो चेहरा आंखों से ब्रेन में गया था और नाम कानों से ब्रेन में गया था.
Right.
This is a very typical example for us to understand that what you see is what you remember more. What you hear, you tend to forget.
Right.
जो देखा वो याद रह गया.
Hmm.
Scientifically speaking, there are many research work that has gone into it. ठीक है? And they say that, see, when information enters the ears, how does it reach the brain? Through
the
nerves,
auditory nerve.
right? Nerves. So there are nerves connected from the ears to the brain. When information enter eyes, वो brain तक कैसे जाती है? Nerves लेके
Nerves.
जाता है. There is a nervous system, so nerves are connected. Then why is it so that what you see is way more impactful and powerful and long lasting than what you hear? That one of the reason beings, the total number of nerves which are connected from your eyes to the brain are 22 times more than the total number of nerves which are connected from the ears to the brain. So this is one of the reasons why what you see is way more powerful than what you hear. जैसे एग्जांपल के तौर पर अगर मैथ्स के इसमें अगर अप्लाई करें तो मान लो जैसे कानों से ब्रेन तक if there are 1 lakh nerves connected, then from eyes to the brain there are 22 times of 1 lakh, that is 22 lakhs nerves connected.
Right.
Now what do you think will be more impactful, long lasting?
Right.
What
Through
you
the
see.
eyes.
Right? So we remember more often what you see. Right? How do we introduce this into our learning? अभी science तो पता चल गया कि visualize करो, but how do we involve that in our day-to-day learning? See, a typical child or a student or anybody, if I present a set of information in front of the person, say if I present a list in front of you or in front of who is listening to us, okay? And I want all of you in the room to remember this list, okay? And even if you're watching me right now, remember this list, okay? So here is the list. The first one is a toothbrush, okay? Second one is an elephant. Then the third one is a carrot. And I want all of you to remember. Okay? The next one is heaven. Then is mobile shop. Then there is a ghost. Then it is torch. So make sure you remember this in sequence. Huh? Okay? Then it is fire. Building. Maggie. Snakes. Rocket. I think some of you are saying कि बस हो गया. And then there is a kite. And then there is a dog. Then there is an ice cream. The next word is a sugarcane juice machine. Then lipstick. Buffalo. BMW car. And the last one is a sea. So anybody wants to recall this after listening? Right?
I can probably just do the start. I can't go throughout.
Okay. So when you said that
Right.
I can probably do the starting, this is a typical effect which is called as primacy effect. What is primacy effect? Primacy effect states that you remember what has been presented to you at the beginning. That is primacy effect. And recency effect is you remember what is presented to you towards the end of the learning.
Right.
मतलब जब एक बच्चा जब 1 घंटे के लिए पढ़ाई करता है, ठीक है, टिपिकल 60 मिनट्स और 2 घंटे के लिए मान लो अगर आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, अगर आप 8-9 स्टैंडर्ड में हो, आप 2 घंटा पढ़ाई करते हो, तो जैसे आप अभी आई एम जस्ट डिविएटिंग फ्रॉम व्हाट वी वर एक्चुअली डूइंग, बट बिकॉज यू रेज दिस सब्जेक्ट इट बिकम्स एसेंशियल. यू सेड कि स्टार्टिंग का याद रहता है. सो प्राइमेसी इफेक्ट ये कहता है कि वो 2 घंटे की पढ़ाई में स्टार्टिंग के कुछ मिनट्स में जो आपने पढ़ा, याद किया, मेमोराइज किया या किसी ने बताया, आप सुन रहे हो, तो स्टार्टिंग का इंफॉर्मेशन यू रिमेंबर नाइसली. दैट इज प्राइमेसी. That is how your brain is designed. And recency states that if you studied for 2 hours, what you studied recently, just now, you remember that well.
Right.
Right? That is primacy and recency. Beach mein,
Is the problem.
when you study for 2 hours, so starting few minutes, last few minutes, and in this, there's a lot of struggle that happens. Right? You don't remember the information which is here. So if I have to relate this to a movie, right? If there are any movie lovers here, you would remember Bahubali, right? And in the beginning, you know that Bahubali ने वो अपने कंधे पर, right? क्या लेकर गए थे?
The शिवलिंग.
शिवलिंग लेकर गए थे. So that happened at the beginning of Bahubali, right? Towards the end of Bahubali 1, you remember the scene?
Yeah.
And what was that?
Katappa
killed Bahubali. So how intelligently ये जो फिल्म मेकर्स है, उन्होंने कटप्पा ने जो बाहुबली को मार दिया वो अंत में मारा. Why? Because the brain will remember what was presented to the brain at the end. Because they wanted to come out with a sequel after 2 to 3 years. और पूरा इंडिया वो 2-3 साल एक दूसरे को एक ही सवाल कर रहा था. क्या सवाल क्या था? कटप्पा ने बाहुबली को क्यों मारा? Now imagine if Katappa would have killed Bahubali in the downtime. And what is downtime? ये जो primacy और recency के बीच का जो phase है, that is referred typically as downtime. If the filmmaker would make Katappa Mama killed Bahubali at the middle of the movie after like 1 hour, मान लो 3 घंटे की मूवी है, और दूसरे घंटे में अगर आप उसको मारेंगे, तो your brain would typically would not want to or would not remember that information. Right? So that comes to another conclusion कि हमारा learning episode कितना बड़ा होना चाहिए. ठीक है? So if I wish to share this now in this discussion, you should not study for long hours. Because a typical primacy lasts for 20 minutes and recency lasts for 10 minutes. So the first 20 minutes of you studying and the last 10 minutes of your learning episode are the most crucial learning times. यहाँ पर आप जो पढ़ते हैं, memorize करते हैं, read करते हैं, वो अच्छे से याद रहेगा आपको. Right? So imagine if you're typically studying for 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. So first 20 minutes you will receive primacy. Last 10 minutes you will receive recency. So what you study in this 20 plus 10, that is 30, it will be good. But out of that 120, 30 minutes are good, starting 20, last 10. But beach ka 90 minutes is all downtime. And that's why when a child or a student typically studies for 2 hours, and if you try to test the student, they will not be able to recall or reproduce correct information, because majority of the time when the student was actually studying, the student was studying for 90 minutes in downtime. And downtime does not guarantee recall.
Right.
And that's the reason you should not study for long hours. Studies ये कहती है, research ये कहता है, your typical study duration should be 40 minutes.
Right.
Because when you study for 40 minutes, you have first 20 minutes as primacy. So that's a good time. You study and you remember well. Last 10 minutes of that 10 minutes are recency. You also remember what you studied there. And then your downtime is now simply left with only 10 minutes. Okay. Now what to do in that 10 minutes? In these 10 minutes also, what you can do is, because it is downtime and the brain does not guarantee recall of the information which is there in the downtime, what I would recommend is, वो बीच वाले 10 minutes में you do a revision of what you studied in the first 20 minutes. Right? So that's how you design 40 minutes. But you must be thinking, sir, मैं तो 10th में हूँ. I cannot just study for 40 minutes. Studies ये कहती है, after doing 40 minutes typical studies, you go on a break for 5 to 7 minutes. Okay? मोबाइल को भी रिचार्ज लगता है ना? Right? If you exercise for 40 minutes, you need rest. Right? In very similar manner, your brain also needs rest after studying for 40 minutes.
Right.
So break out. Right? What to do in that break? Go and speak to the plants. Okay? Hug a tree. Right? Speak to your father, speak to your mother. Right? Eat something nice. Go to the washroom. Have some water. Okay? So you basically cut off from the studying. And now when you come back after 5 to 7 minutes, आप वो बादाम खा के आ गए, या आपने एक बनाना खा लिया उस ब्रेक में, आपने पानी पी लिया, आपने एक एक हार्ट टू हार्ट इंटरेक्शन कर लिया अपने दोस्त के साथ, अपने मम्मी के साथ, पापा के साथ. So you break out, come back. Now what happens is, you start your second learning episode. And the second learning episode should also be once again of 40 minutes. Right. But the beauty of the second learning episode is, your brain treats the second learning episode as a fresh learning episode. And because it feels कि अभी फिर से नया नया शुरू हो रहा है, it once again gives you for the first 20 minutes as prime time. And last 10 minutes
the recency.
And beach wala 10 minutes do revision. So your typical first 40 minutes and the next 40 minutes, they're all 80 minutes were productive and fruitful 40 minutes.
Right.
अगेन अभी भी 40 मिनट आपका पढ़ाई बचा है, क्योंकि आप 2 घंटा पढ़ाई करने वाले बच्चे हैं ना. तो अगेन गो ऑन अ ब्रेक ऑफ 5 to 7 minutes, अगेन कम बैक एंड स्टडी फॉर 40 minutes. Again your brain will give you once again the primacy effect and the recency effect.
Right.
And in between वाला 10 minute में again go back and do the revision. Right. So what happened is, you now studied for 40 and a break, 40 and a break and 40, right? You studied for 120 minutes, but the entire 120 minutes were highly productive 120 minutes.
Right.
There was typically no downtime in this. Right? You got away from the
Right.
complete downtime.
Right.
So don't study for long hours. study for 40 minutes, take a break, 40 minutes, break and 40 minutes.
Right.
और 5 to 7 minutes का ब्रेक लेना. खास करके बच्चे ये वीडियो देखकर मम्मी डैडी को ये मत बोलना कि ब्रेक 5 to 7 days का है. Kids can be kids. ठीक है? So make sure you take a break of 5 to 7 minutes and come back
True.
and do.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So that's how you plan your study
Study.
schedule. ठीक है? Now coming back
the
to
visual.
where we actually started, and thank you for actually raising that you remember
Start.
the start. ठीक है? So you want to recall all the 20. By the way, I shared 20 items on that list.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is tough, right, to the listeners. And
Definitely.
yeah. So let's do this. So what we are going to do is we are going to apply the science of memory. Two things. Okay. One, whatever I say, you're going to visualize. And the second, I'm not going to reveal now. I'll reveal after we do it. So आपको एक ही चीज करनी है. While I share, you're going to close your eyes. And you are simply going to visualize what I say.
Right.
You're going to simply visualize. ठीक है? Simple. And we are all going to do this in the room sincerely.
Yeah.
तो आपकी भी आंखें
बंद होगी.
बंद रहे, but just don't doze off.
Yeah.
I know माहौल अच्छा बना है यहाँ पर, but everybody, right? So keep your eyes closed, all of us, and even if you're listening to me through this video, keep your eyes closed. Okay, let's try this out. So यहाँ से आगे, whatever I say, you will visualize the information. ठीक है? So the first item on that list was a toothbrush. Okay. So now visualize that you're holding a huge toothbrush in your hand. इतना बड़ा toothbrush कि जीवन में इतना बड़ा toothbrush आपने कभी नहीं देखा. Can you all see?
Yeah.
Can you all visualize? Wonderful. With the toothbrush in your hand, you're brushing an elephant's teeth. Can you all visualize? Right? And this elephant suddenly farts. Okay. And as he farts, carrots are coming out of his fart. Okay. So, fart kiya, carrot nikla. Fart kiya, carrot nikla. You hold one carrot in your hand and you throw the carrot up in the heaven. Can you see the carrot reaching heaven? और heaven में चारों तरफ mobile shops हैं. भगवान भी नहीं बच पाया मोबाइल से. ठीक है? So you see a mobile shop. You enter into one of the mobile shop. Come on, enter the mobile shop. And a ghost attacks upon you. And you visualize the ghost is running behind you. He takes a torch from his pocket. Can you all visualize a torch?
Yeah.
As he switches on the torch, from the torch, light isn't coming out. Fire is coming out of the torch. आग निकल रही है. And there is a white colored building up there, and that building catches fire. Can you all see the building on fire?
Yeah.
और ये बिल्डिंग के लोग इतने मस्तीखोर है कि ये बिल्डिंग के लोग उसी फायर के ऊपर मैगी गरम करके खा रहे. Right? And you put, yes. Can you see the Maggie?
Yeah.
You put it in your mouth and chew it. As you chew the Maggie, something is moving into your mouth, inside your mouth. So you say ah, everybody say ah. And snakes are coming out of your mouth. Right? I'm sure you're going to kill me after this. I'm sure that's very gross. But yes, snakes are coming out. Now these snakes are walking. ये अपने दो टांगों पर चल रहे हैं, पैरों पर चल रहे हैं. You can actually see the snakes walking. They get into a rocket. Now the snakes are actually in the rocket, और वो rocket चला रहे हैं. Boom, the rocket goes up. As the rocket goes up, there is a kite up there, and the rocket cuts the kite. Can you all see? The rocket is cutting the kite, and the kite comes down falling. और नीचे एक dog है, कुत्ता है. The dog is eating the kite. Can you all visualize? Dog is eating the kite.
Right.
Yes. He is even more hungry after eating the kite. So dog goes to an ice cream shop, and he buys an ice cream. Can you all see the ice cream? He's holding an ice cream. You snatch the ice cream from the dog's hand. छीन लो उसके हाथ से ice cream. And there's a sugarcane juice machine. You insert the ice cream inside the sugarcane juice machine. Come on. Push the ice cream inside the sugarcane juice machine. अच्छा, ice cream जाती तो है एक तरफ से sugarcane juice machine में, पर दूसरी तरफ से lipsticks बाहर निकल रही है. Can you all visualize? You hold one yellow colored lipstick in your hand. Can you all hold? Yellow colored. और आपके सामने से एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत, बहुत ही हैंडसम, बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल बफेलो चले आ रहा है. उसके होठों को येलो लिपस्टिक लगाते हैं. आपको लगाइए. And the buffalo is very angry at you. So there is a BMW car running towards the buffalo, and the buffalo kicks the BMW car. Can you all visualize? Buffalo kicking the BMW car, and this BMW car now falls in the sea, and the sea water splashes out. Can you visualize?
Yeah.
Now we'll all test this. ठीक है? So now I'm going to ask everybody, even to the audience. ठीक है? मैं सवाल करते जाऊंगा, आप मुझे जवाब देते जाना.
Yeah.
Right? And let's see if you all get this correct. ठीक है? साथ में बोलेंगे, कोशिश करेंगे सही जवाब देने का. ठीक है? हमने कोई रिवीजन किया अभी तक?
नहीं.
Only once.
Yeah.
Once I have attempted to store in your brain. Let's see how the technique works.
Yeah.
So the first item on that list, आपके हाथ में एक बहुत बड़ा सा
Toothbrush.
That's right, toothbrush. Toothbrush से आपने किसके दांतों को साफ किया?
Elephant.
एलिफेंट ने फाट किया, क्या निकले?
Carrots.
कैरेट्स को आपने ऊपर कहां थ्रो किया?
Heaven.
That's right, heaven. Heaven में कौन सी शॉप थी?
Mobile.
Who attacked? Ghost ने क्या ऑन किया?
Torch.
That's right, torch. Torch में से लाइट नहीं बाहर निकली. Fire. What catches fire?
A white building.
White building. और बिल्डिंग के अंदर के लोग बड़े मस्ती खो रहे, क्या गरम करके खा रहे? You snatch the Maggie, put in your mouth, what comes out?
Snakes.
और snakes उसने दो टांगों पर चलकर कहाँ जाते और क्या चलाते? That's right.
Sorry,
That's
rocket.
right. Rocket. And rocket cuts something up there.
Kite.
That's right. Kite. Kite comes down, falling. Who eats the kite?
Dog.
That's right. Dog. और dog फिर क्या खरीदता? He is even hungry now.
Ice cream.
That's right. Ice cream. और ice cream आप कौन से मशीन में इंसर्ट करते हैं?
Sugar cane.
What comes out from the other side of the sugar cane machine? Lipstick किसके होंठों को लगाई?
Buffalo.
और किसको किक किया?
BMW car.
And where does a BMW car now falls?
In the sea.
See, congratulations. You all have amazing memory, right? किसने
True
बोला कि आप याद नहीं कर सकते, right? So you can actually remember stuff just like that.
Right.
So I used two principles here. One, visualization. See, I said ना कि what you see is way more powerful. तो आप सुनकर तो याद रख ही रहे थे, कोशिश तो कर रहे थे कि सुनकर याद रखें.
Yeah.
But I made you to now visualize that information.
Right.
And the moment you started visualizing that information, things became easier for you.
Right.
But it is not only the visualization that is working here. The second important secret about memory is actually association. So you did not just visualize.
Right.
I did not say visualize toothbrush, visualize elephant, visualize carrot, visualize heaven. मैंने आपसे ये नहीं कहा. If you realize, what I did was I made you visualize, and in that visualization I associated the first visual with the second one, the second visual with the third one, and the third with the fourth, and the fourth with the fifth, and the fifth with the sixth, and so on.
Right.
तो मैंने क्या किया? टूथब्रश आपसे विजुलाइज करवाया. Then I said ब्रश करो एलिफेंट को. Now what you are doing is you are associating two images.
Right.
So you remember when you associate. So toothbrush is something which you already know now, but when you associate that with the elephant, you are brushing the elephant's teeth. That is the point when you actually start remembering the information in the exact sequence. Otherwise, you will lose out the information. So it is not only visualization, but associating. I'm very sure you will never forget elephant के बाद वाला object क्या था. Right? So the elephant farted and the carrots came out. So I did not say now कि visualize carrots. I said elephants fart and the carrot come out. Carrots come out, right?
Right.
So there is an association between the elephant and the carrot.
Right.
Got it? So those who are listening, you should associate the first item to the second with the third, and the third with the fourth. It is not visualization only, but visualization coupled with association when things work in your favor.
Right.
And you start remembering this information. Right. Now, it is not only association. The third secret of memory is you actually do that in a creative manner. So if you notice my associations, were they boring?
No, absolutely not.
Right? Were they logical?
Not really.
Right? So the associations were funny, first of all. You enjoyed when you applied that lipstick to the buffalo's lip. You all laughed and smiled, right? So your associations need to be illogical.
Yeah.
They need to be creative. They need to be humorous, right? Exaggerated. मैंने कहा कि इतना बड़ा टूथब्रश देखो कि आपने जीवन में कभी नहीं देखा होगा, right? Exaggeration. Now, why being illogical? Why exaggeration? Why creativity? Humor, right? I was completely nonsense, in fact, when I was sharing that, right? तो मैंने sense वाली कोई बात नहीं की थी इसमें, right? But I know when you are not making sense, when you are illogical, when you are funny, when your associations are of this manner, your brain loves it. Your brain simply loves it, right? And when your brain enjoys, it remembers,
right?
तो अगर आपको किसी भी चीज को याद करना है, तो start associating, start visualizing that information, start associating that information to one another, and make sure the association are ridiculous, they are funny, they are illogical, and that's how you store information for long term, right? And try doing that as a task. Okay? Make sure that you have a list. Ask your father, mother, friends to give you a list, and try attempting this information. Next time, if you're a mother or a father, if you're going out to buy stuff, अगर आप तेल, सब्जी, साबुन की टिकिया लेने जा रहे हैं, तो कोई लिस्ट बनाकर मत लेके जाइए, right? घर बैठकर you apply this method is actually called United method. I call it
Right.
United method. It is very popularly known as linking method or link way, when you link or associate one to the other.
Yeah.
Right. It's a very basic and foundation technique. I teach a lot of advanced methods also when we actually jump into workshops. But start applying this in your day-to-day life, and you'll see the results. Right.
Yeah. I think that was really the hands-on technical part of
Yeah.
the podcast, and I'm pretty sure even if it's the most basic thing, it's going to help a lot of our audience. And sure, I mean, get through, divulge into such things, and you'll find that there's such a huge sea to this basic thing that we often ignore. That's our memory.
Yeah.
I think coming to the final question, what is that one advice you would give to our audience who are people, or rather youngsters, who are aspiring to build something that's bigger than themselves?
Okay. Tricky question. There are many things which are coming in my mind right now. To say one thing, I would say don't give up so easily. Okay. Because there will be situations जहाँ पर लाइफ आपको गिराएगी, पीटेगी, मारेगी, हराएगी. सो डोंट गिव अप इन दो सिचुएशंस. किसी ने सही कहा है कि ज़्यादा तकलीफें भगवान उनको ही देता है जिससे बड़े काम करवाने होते हैं. राइट. सो यू शुड बी ऑल लकी कि वो तकलीफें आपके सामने आ रही है. राइट. एंड हैव दिस एटीट्यूड ऑफ नेवर गिविंग अप. ठीक है. तो व्हेन आई से दैट कि व्हेन आई से दिस कि कितना मतलब कभी तक नहीं गिव अप करना है.
Right.
राइट. सो आई थिंक चेज योर ड्रीम्स, और जब तक वो पूरे नहीं हो जाते, जब तक किसी सड़क को आपका नाम नहीं दे देते लोग, किसी स्टेडियम पर आप अपना नाम नहीं देख लेते. टू फिलोसॉफिकल दो, बट आई थिंक तब तक काम करना चाहिए. राइट.
Right.
तो मैंने एक शेर लिखा था. So I love writing, and I've been writing since I was 13. So I've been writing for almost 26-27 years. तो मुझे पोएट्रीज लिखना पसंद है. तो मैंने लिखा था कि पंखों में उड़ान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. पंखों में उड़ान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. सांसों में जान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. पंखों में उड़ान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. सांसों में जान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. और क्या हुआ जो लेटा हूं मैं अर्थी पर मेरे. अर्थी समझते हैं आप, जो
Yes.
जहां पर मरने के बाद
Deathbed.
जब आपको लेकर जाते हैं. तो पंखों में उड़ान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. तो मतलब इन लाइनों से आपको पता चलेगा कि कितना क्रेजी होना चाहिए, या कितने हद तक,
जाना
कब
चाहिए.
कब तक कोशिश करनी चाहिए. तो पंखों में उड़ान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. सांसों में जान मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है. और क्या हुआ जो लेटा हूं मैं अर्थी पर मेरे. ये आसमानों को छूने की जिद मेरी अब भी थोड़ी बाकी है.
That's wonderful. I
तो
think
जब तक आखिरी सांस नहीं ले लेते, अगर आपका वो ड्रीम, आपका गोल आपके लिए इतना जरूरी है, ठीक है, इफ यू आर सो वांटिंग एंड डेस्परेट टू अचीव, आई थिंक यू शुड ट्राई टिल द लास्ट ब्रेथ ऑफ योर लाइफ. तो
right.
डोंट गिव अप.
I think that's essentially what we're trying to convey, and I think that's
Yeah.
the best ground to conclude our podcast at. So thank you so much for joining us today. I'm pretty sure they're going to learn a lot. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned in for more such podcasts, and yes, we strive to serve you the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.